Okay, here we go. Here we go. I had a 27 year common law relationship with someone that I chose to leave because I outgrew him. Our relationship has been toxic together. We were catalysts with each other, and it wasn't healthy. We had a daughter, and she grew up, and I feel bad for my decisions, but I grew up in broken homes. So all I was trying to do was keep ours together, and I should have taken her and just raised her on my own, and I didn't. We put each other through a lot of hell. And it wasn't just him, it was part of me too. It was, hey, because here I am going, hey, if you can't beat him, join him. My decision was wrong for staying. I should have kept going. I should have just left. And I could have many times, but I kept going back because he kept talking me into coming back. Oh, I love you, I'll do everything for you, da 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 da. It never happened. I ended up doing everything. I started the business. I did all the work. I looked after the kid. I did the dishes. I did the paperwork. I paid people. I was tired, but I was in my 30s and I was young. Right? I'm 54 now and I'm just not into that stuff now. My mom saved my life because I tried to end mine one day. I bought a gram of cocaine and I snorted the whole thing at once. I ended up calling my ex's ex-wife. She came over and she called an ambulance for me, and they were gonna put me in the psych ward, and I think somebody got a hold of my mom, and I woke up and my mom was there. Here I am on my own now, and I gotta pay all the bills. His income is gone. So she helped me for about 3 years. I totally owe her for that, and I thanked her. And I told her that she saved my life. And it's good to have somebody in your family that can do that for you. And I feel so bad for women that don't, because they don't have anywhere to go. I'm so fortunate to have a family that loves me and is there for me. I'll never forget it. I feel really bad for women and men, actually, that don't have support for their issues, their addiction. I have a gate in my backyard and I'm right behind a pawn shop, and I found many 20-year-old girls. I keep Narcan kits in the house because sometimes I think I need to Narcan them because I don't know if they're living. You know, I don't understand it myself because I'm allergic to that stuff and it would kill me instantly, as it almost did 3 times. from a oops, didn't know it was that. So yeah, I've quit that lifestyle that I had with my ex because I like to live, and I didn't want my daughter finding me. I couldn't live with that. I don't regret helping any of them. Some of them have become friends of mine, and they're really good people. These are the most spiritual people that I've ever met. Because they're there, they're living it, they're seeing it, they're getting dragged through the mud. It's not fair what society is doing to the lesser fortunate people. They're human beings, they're souls. They should be helped, and we should be helping each other. Everybody should have a fair shake. Everybody should have an equal part of property that you can grow your food on, like you can survive on, and it should be free because, hey, it is free. God didn't charge us money for it. He gave it to us, right? Did he not? Water's free, air's free. Land should be free too. I've been on my own for 8 years, and I've had to do everything myself because I'm on a pension. I won't touch a breaker box. But yeah, I'll switch out a light fixture or a switch or a plug. It's not hard. Find things on Marketplace, like materials for free or really cheap. And then I gotta figure out how to get it done, how to do it myself properly, because I can't afford to hire anybody. It's worth it in the end, because now I know how to do it, right? And I don't have my ticket. But I don't really feel people really need a ticket. What do you need a piece of paper? I got hands-on experience. I've had to fix and finish a lot of projects that other people have done because this is my father's house and I inherited it. I've had to install windows, doors, build walls, take walls down to accommodate people living here, whatever. You have it. And I'm just glad that I learned from my exes. My first boyfriend, he was a carpenter, a framer, and he was very, very good at his job. I like doing renos. My favorite part actually is demo, because I get to smash it out, right? Putting it back together, that's the second part I like most. I like to see something old being reused or fixed. You know what I mean? You could save things. I get old stuff and I reuse it and I refurbish it. Like I have a wall built out of my ex-wife's fence. You know, and it's pretty cool. I went through depression after my dad died because I never really had a relationship with him. He left when I was 2. But he was always good to us kids. He wasn't good to my mother growing up, and due to alcohol. But he never hurt us, and I felt safe with him. And I was mad with him for a few years when I was a teenager. And then I did again, and I got closer to him in his elderly years because he seemed to calm down. I found my niche that got me out of my depression. Dave and I weren't doing that great because drugs were involved, and I stopped doing everything, and I let the garden go for 6 years. I thought, no, I gotta do something. So I just wanted to start gardening. I wanted to get that garden back up. So I started digging it by hand myself, and I got it back up. It took me about 3 years to clear out the backyard, and it's quite a large yard. A lot of fruit trees, a lot of blackberries, a lot of prickles, you know, but it's done. All I knew is what I did when I was a little girl with my mom. You don't remember much, but you kind of have an idea. So I'm in the garden going, where do I want to plant these? And then I'm listening. And it just, in my head, I could hear it go over here. So I do it. In the first year, I had the biggest garden I've ever had in my life. It was huge. It was like full. I had potatoes, onions, tomatoes, peppers, Swiss chard. I had corn. I had everything. If you can see the joy in my face, that's the reward you get for the hard work you put in. You get to eat all winter. I don't want to be a gangster. I'm sorry, I'm outgrown that. I just want peace in my life. That's all I want. I want it peaceful, I want it quiet, and I don't want to fight and argue. I've done a lot of inside searching of myself and who and what I want. I know what I want, and I'm still soul searching myself. I'm seeing, I mean, everybody wants to know who they are, right? I'm finding out who I am and what I like. And it's getting easier because I'm allowing it. I'm not fighting it anymore. It doesn't matter what other people think of me. If they don't like me, that's their problem. I got my own shit to deal with, and I'm not one to judge. Because we have no place to judge anybody at all. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the Pope. You're a person too. You eat, shit, and bleed just like I do. And you're not God, and I'm not, I'm sorry, but I'm strong on that stuff. I started going out for walks a lot, and then I noticed that I liked it because I would go down to the river a lot, and I like going on trail hikes because I like being under the trees and the canopy, and then I like taking pictures of things. They're just different pictures. Like I'll lay on my back in the forest and I'll look straight up and I'll take a picture of the tree with the moss on it. It's really cool looking. So I'll just do funny things like that, or I'll be driving my car and I'll see the wickedest sunset and I have to pull over, and everybody in the car is going, "What are you doing?" Just a minute. So, and then I take a picture of it and it's like a wicked picture. I'll do that a lot. It doesn't matter. If it would be a cloud that looks really cool, like the sun beaming through, like it's God or something, I'll pull over and I'll take a picture of it. Things seem hard when you're younger. As you get older, you start not to care as much about a lot of things. So then you let it go, hence outgrowing somebody. So I think I outgrew my ex. I've never been on my own or alone. So I locked myself in my room for 3 months. For the first 3 months, I never came out of my room. And my daughter was here and she went through a really rough time in grade 6 and 7 because I was through a depression and it was horrible. And I feel so bad for what I did to her. But she graduated and I'm so proud of her. I'll always be proud of her. She's become a really amazing woman. I just love her so much. Like, we don't talk much, but I know she'll come around because she's in her early 20s and she's starting her life. I remember when I was in my early 20s, I didn't talk to my mom and dad for a few years, whatever. I know she loves me, but we were really close at one time and I haven't really seen her much lately, and I know I will. I feel very excited for my future because I know there's a place for me and I know there's something bigger and better for me to do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be put through all this shit or all the crap that I've been through. And it's been a lot. And I know other people have had it worse than me, but they need to remember forgiveness is healing and learn from what you've gone through. I'm moving on from my home that I have a lot of memories with my father and my daughter and my ex. And it's scary not knowing where you're gonna go or where you're gonna end up. But I'm just gonna trust that I'll be put in the right place where I'm supposed to be and out of harm's way, because that's what I pray for. I don't want to be put back in the situation I was in. My decisions are a big factor on that as well, and I know that. And I hope other people understand what I'm saying when, their decisions are a big factor on what you go through. Women can overcome anything. If I can overcome all the things that I went through with drug addiction, domestic violence, all that stuff, and still be here, moving forward, other people can too. I'm not anybody bigger than anybody else. I eat, breathe, and shit the same as they do, and they can do it. If they don't want to have therapy, don't. I never had therapy. I had my family, my friends. I didn't need therapy. Therapy was Jesus for me, because I pray a lot, all the time, every day, and even at night. I talk to God. I know who He is. I just need to stop fighting with Him sometimes. That's all. People gotta stop fighting with Jesus. Trust Him. And it'll work out.
Hello, my name is Emily, the creator behind Inspire Wise Women. I am grateful for every viewer who watches an Inspire Wise Women documentary. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. This channel is 100% self-funded, so if you enjoyed this video and maybe you believe in what we're working towards, please consider joining our Patreon, which is linked in the show notes below. I know for some, budgets are tough right now, but if you or anyone you know has the means to support our channel, please do consider joining our Patreon. You can head to inspirewisewomen.com for more info. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and maybe even share one of the videos with somebody you know. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.